Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Last episode, we progressed through the water temple, just to find out wasn't much we could do there without finding the water vestal Olivia first. So, came back to town, did a little exploring just to find out that Agnès needs to enter a beauty pageant. But before we did that, we decided to tackle one of our sub-scenarios, landing us the brand new job of Summoner. And in this episode, we're going to do our second sub-scenario that we have available to us, and hopefully get our next asterisk. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to reach 500 subscribers by August, so it'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. So, to our usual cleanup, let's go ahead and go to our village here. We got 3 new people just because I ran around town and picked them up between episodes. Some new special moves, special powers, accessory, a new item Balsam, a new attack item Tengu, some new compounds. Oh, and it hasn't been... I still have a few more hours. I am playing a little bit earlier than I usually do today, which I wasn't anticipating doing. But that is one of the reasons that the items just quite aren't ready yet. Let's see if there's anything I could grab here. Not looking like there's much, so I think I'll come up to this special move and just go ahead and turn on the 2 hours, since these will all be done by the next episode. So, I want to quickly show off the job that we got last episode. It is the Summoner job. Very, very cool. However, the one thing it's reliant on is actually getting the summons. So, it is very strong. It has very strong abilities. The summons are very powerful. However, you have to unlock the summons by finding them out in the world. So, I am going to start working on it, and if you couldn't tell, I've been kind of saying, oh, we're just going to keep working on Ringabel till we get anything else. The only things he has left is Speculate, has a 50% chance to double damage, and a 50% chance to deal none, or more money, which just makes you earn more money in combat. However, I am going to pick up Summoner here. Go ahead and change our jobs. This is more of a attack-oriented magic class, so that is why we're giving it to Ringabel here. I don't want to look at that. I want to look at summoning level 1. Basically, every single summoning level lets you use a new summon. So summoning level 1 only lets you use Gerda Blulu, which is the starting one you get. You get Abbot Lightning from this. You get something called Friendship, which is the amount that affinity goes up with one summon friend doubles. Summoning Amp raises the MP cost of summoning magic, but increases its damage. So, very, very cool. I'll go into a little bit more here in a second. But first, let's go ahead and optimize Ringabel. Oh, that is terrible. You need a... I don't have a single rod for you, huh? Well, let's step into town real quick and purchase a rod. I wasn't expecting not having any at all, but I think we did just get one from Norende recently. So we can go ahead and pick that one up. By equipment... Yeah, we have the Ogre Club. That's not going to raise your magic attack at all, though. Let's see if I can buy a better one from the weapon shop here. Rod of Fire does raise your skills. Unfortunately, it only raises magic attack or fire damage, or it raises more fire damage, and we don't have a fire character right now. We won't have a fire summon for quite a while. But we'll go ahead and at least give him a little bit here. We'll go back into here so we can look at our abilities. So we'll keep Black Magic on him just because he is going to be a summoner. I do want to soon actually grind up to be a level 3 Black Mage to get this Fyra, Blizzara, and Thundara. But I can do that between episodes. See if there's anything I want to grab here. I wish I had that additional, the additional money, but I don't yet. So I think we'll just keep all this. You have Convert Mana, which is convert some of the HP lost to enemy attacks to MP recovery. So if you get hit, you'll gain some MP back. So it has a really, really solid way of keeping you full. And in fact, it's a really good ability to give to both your magic users, so at some point we'll probably have Agnès grind this up a little bit to also get Convert MP. As for our summoning, we don't really have much yet, but you can see we have Gerda Blulu, which is deal earth damage to all enemies. Note that this attack is not affected by Reflect. I won't go into detail on all these till we get them, but basically you have every element: earth, wind, water, fire, lightning, and non-elemental damage. So kind of a master of all damage types. I'm very excited to give it a try because I love summoners in video games. You don't really see them very often. And so with him set up, I think it's time to go ahead and progress with the next sub scenario. I want to rest up real quick. Couldn't remember where the inn was. Just get all of our MP back, because Tiz needs a new job. Tiz has been running Monk since the beginning of the game. There's nothing wrong with that, but I would like for him to have a different job soon. Another party chat, huh? Two tired boys. You said it. Yeesh, what's got you two yawning first thing in the morning? Actually, don't answer that. Ring a bell. I can guess, but Tiz, why are you tired? Isn't it obvious? Those darn neon lights were flickering all night long. Then as soon as I finally get to sleep, Mr. Night Owl here comes stumbling back to the room. We already know you're a neurotic sleeper. Can't we call it a light sleeper? Look, here's some coffee. These are dire times, so I made it black. Thanks, that's great. Haha, look at this one. He fell asleep still holding the cup. Don't go drowning in your coffee, Ringabel. Why was Agnès even in there if she didn't say anything? Weird. Let me pull my map back up. I always forget to have it be displayed again. And right here we have our next sub-scenario. Pedal who, need to be fine, pedal who. If I don't dye my hair, I'll fall behind the trends. Maybe the woman who sells it will come today. Maybe today. I skip meals all week saving up. Hope I have enough. Is this not who I talked to? Is it you? Is it you? Who do I talk to? Okay, so apparently that's just one NPC we have to talk to. I guess we have to talk to multiple. Did they appear now that, Okay, looks like they do appear after you talk to them.
I've Pedal Hue in stock! Come and get the dye that brought color back to Forum! Today only, make it yours for just 1,000,000 pig! A million? It can't be legal to charge that much for some dye!
But people are buying it. Have a look at that crowd.
Why not give it a try, Agnès? It's your chance to kick that plain Jane image for good.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Why do you say that? Say any other phrase. Let's see, is there anybody else we need to talk to up here? Yeah, looks like we just need to talk to her again.
Isn't this hair color amazing? It was worth every peak I have, which is what it cost.
It brings color to the world around you, my dear. Perhaps you'll bring some to my world next.
Can't waste any time. Can't stop till I'm in fashion. Need a spared hairpin. I need money.
Oh.
Did she seem a little crazed?
Seems fashionability is status here. We'll start our trend research at the traders.
Why? What possible need have you to research the trends?
What sort of escort would I be to the ladies here if I were not abreast of their concerns?
I mean, he has a point. Kind of. Looks like we just gotta talk to the trader, and this will probably cue us to go to our next dungeon.
Petal hue? The hair dye? Yes, it's the new craze. The girls of Florum revere it as part of the new holy trinity of fashion. Trouble is, and this is only a rumor, they say if you use it, it takes hold of you, eats your soul. No one knows what it's made of either. Sorry, but I'll not stock it. No, ma'am. The traveling merchant? I hear they come in from the east.
Which gives us a destination to head to. Let's see if we just can walk outside and see where we need to go. Yeah, we just gotta head east. Yeah, I can't get there from the northwest, so I do need to go this way, and then I guess I'm just gonna go up here. Let's make sure this is back at... Okay, it is at 100%. I'm so ready to see him in a different outfit. The thing is, like, I don't really need anybody to do anything, because Edea, at this point, is basically just go one-shot the Myconids. Yeah. I need that summoner to level up. It doesn't really matter because I don't have any other summon magic right now. So summoner actually is a little unfortunate because I don't really want to keep leveling it up till I have access to the summoning magic for it. So I'll probably end up switching him back to Black Mage soon.
That's enough sneaking around. Why are you following me?
We're not following anyone. We're just headed east to the woods.
Liar! You're out to spy on how the dye's made. Planning to cut in on my margin?
We were entranced, you see. The dye's beauty stole my breath away.
Oh, hello, handsome.
The name's Ringabel. If you've the time, I'd love to get to know you and your product much better.
Well, I really shouldn't. It's a secret. But maybe if you promise not to tell. It's extracted from the marrow of giant snakes. Orochi, they're called. The girls of Florum worship them as gods, yet they're too busy playing dress-up to notice. The vain little monsters. Still, my organization appreciates their cooperation. That's our plan, see? The extract's full of Nidifix. It's an addictive hallucinogen. And they're scratching and clawing to get their hands on it. Florum won't last a month. Oh, but I really must be going. Can't keep our teamie awaiting. I hope I'll see you again soon, though, Ringabel.
You're mad if you think I'm letting you just walk away.
What? Who are you? Ringabel's girlfriend? Oh, you cad! You led me on!
First I'm going to retch, then I'm going to pummel you!
Daggers to Ringabel's heart. These guys should be pretty easy. They're just Legion Impalers and Legion Mages. On yes, Ringabel, you guys can wait this out. And finish things off, Edea. Ooh, that is a not nice time to give us silence, but I guess the fight is over. We'll just have to cure that before we get into the next dungeon. Just go ahead and cure that right now before I forget. Some Echo Herbs. So we're going to make our way east, and we're going to get to this big tree. You want to save here. I don't know if we're going to be taken straight into a boss fight, or if there is a dungeon, but this upcoming boss is probably the hardest boss we fought up to this point. I don't know if I'll be able to do it with my current job setup, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of rearranging and put merchant back on. In fact, I might just start with changing Ringabel's job command to merchant here. Just for a little bit extra help. And let's see what we can do here.
The whole forest reeks of death.
These bodies, are these all woodland orochi?
There are more that way, hung over tree branches. And over there, the sheer number of bodies is mind-boggling.
These creatures are revered as Florum's guardians, and now the forest stands at the edge of death. Who would do this? Halt! Ranger Artemia. Edea, traitor! Traitors die! Was it you who killed the Orochi? To make the dye? Artemia hunt many Orochi! And now you're poisoning human bodies and minds with the results. Has the Blood Rose Legion's purpose always been so pathetically base? Artemia, obey! Only obey! Sister's orders, only truth! Sister? You mean Einherja is complicit in this madness? That's not... She's a better woman than that. A noble woman. Not for you to decide. Sister, not your possession. I never said she was. I asked you whether Einherja truly ordered you to do this. And if she did, why did you just mindlessly obey? If she came to me, so obviously not herself, I'd have stopped her. By force if needed. You're her sister! You must have had the chance to dissuade her! How Artemia live, not yours to say. How sister think, not yours to say. Artemia not tell sister how to think. How sister think, tell how Artemia live. Only sister tell how Artemia live. That's no answer. You've just given up all thought. Become a puppet! Do you have any idea how many people are suffering for what you've done? Don't care. Edea still tells sister how to live? If what you've said is true, you and she and the whole Legion are black as pitch. I'll put a stop to this. Let me see Einherja. I'll talk sense to her. Artemia, hunt. Hunt all prey. All in range. Artemia's prey. Don't change the subject! Nothing runs. Nothing escapes. As long as prey has pulse, keep firing. Never miss! Never! Have you gone mad?
This isn't insanity. It's bloodlust. The girl's gone completely feral.
And so the hunt is on. You're probably going to see really quickly why this is going to be tough. We're going to start with just examining Artemia. We're going to have everyone else default. And you can see Artemia also defaulted, but she is weak to fire. They threw a silence on me already, which is so unbelievably unfortunate. We're just going to keep defaulting here. They're throwing a silence on all my guys. Well, you can see here, she's defaulting too, so she has 2 BP right now. So she's using an ability called targeting. But she only did it once. Good, good. Sometimes she will go insane right there. But she didn't do it that time, it looks like. Let's have Tiz go ahead. I need to default again. I need to have her burn her BP. Okay, she didn't do it. But you did see there, she's holding on to BP, but she has an ability called multi-target that hits everybody. It is unbelievably powerful. So let's go ahead and Echo Herb Edea. Can I still use my martial arts? Yes, I can. Let's go ahead and probably just Kwingong Wave the Impaler. We want to get rid of the backup units first. On Yes needs to go ahead and heal everybody a lot. So, actually, we need to heal not Tiz, because Tiz is fine. Throw a heal on yourself. Throw a heal on Edea. And then let's go ahead and... honestly, I want to haste Edea. And then give her... regen. For Ringabel, same thing. We need to get rid of the enemy units. Let's go ahead and just Gerda Blue a bunch. We're just going to do it with all of our MP. That's our entire purpose right now. And then I need to cast Fyra on my sword. And I need to hope that she goes before, or Tiz goes first. Because I can theoretically do a ton of damage to Artemia right here. Good, got the Echo Herbs off. He's going to Kwingong Wave. I was a little worried she was going to default, so I thought about Kwingong Waving her. But we're still doing about a 500 per damage, even with her defaulting, which is really good. We get our Gerda Blue off, which should get rid of the other unit. There we go. So now we'll have a little bit easier time because they won't put status effects on me. There we go. Give her regen and speed. Perfect. And now, here's where it gets interesting. We're just going to default again. We don't want to risk anything right now. Not with her holding on to BP and multi-burst. You can see she just did 500 damage to a single character. Let me go back to her special. We'll go ahead and rejuvenate everyone, and then have everyone else default. I'm glad she didn't target on Yes with that. Gives everyone a full heal, and increases my healing magic. You can see she has 15,000 HP, which is even higher than the last boss. Oh, good firewall usage here. Okay. We're going to go ahead and Hidden Dragon. No, not, we're going to Invigorate. We're going to really hope it lands and we get a bunch of Kwingong Waves here. We will default with a Ringabel. We're still going to Gerda Blue. That's 1, 2, and that is all we can do. Then we're going to... let's go ahead and... Angel Investment Edea. We're just going to buff her a ton. And then... go ahead and take over Artemia. And then with Edea, she might not be able to get it off this time, but we will just stomp a whole bunch. She'll be able to have her crit rate raised next turn. I was worried that was going to happen. This is still going to get through the default, which is good. Angel Investment raises her crit rate. Holding on to a lot here, so let's go ahead and default. Yep, let her burn her multi-burst. Holding on to 1, but I think we're still fine. We're going to default with him. Let's just get a single heal on everyone. Ringabel can default. But here's the thing with Edea. I should, if I was smart, not do this. However, I do want to drop her defense. Then I want to stomp a whole bunch. She has the status effects up right now, and I don't think she'll have them up for very much longer. She defaults. I should have known. The AI is going to try to default until they have a 2 MP or 2 BP, but when you want to defend is when they have 2 BP, because that's when they're going to unleash their multi-burst, probably. The enemy only has about 4,000 HP left, so we really should be in a good spot. I'm a little worried about Edea here, though. Okay, we're still up. We're still up. I need to cure myself, cure Edea, and cure Ringabel, and then we're going to throw one more cure to myself. We're going to default here. The reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to have the same mistake I made last episode, where I had a character die as I got a kill. So now I think we're good to go ahead and Quingong Wave. That's, we'll be able to do all of them here. Agnès can default. He can default. And then Edea should, actually, yeah, Edea should kill here with stomps. I'm a little worried she's going to default, but I think even if she defaults, I'm going to do, she didn't default. I think that just means I win. Yeah, because now I'm doing 1,000 and 2,000 per hit.
Artemia. Pray. Sister.
We get a good bit of XP and JP there, and Peg. That's just massive all around. That's a level up for maybe everyone. That is a level up for everyone. Everyone's now level 26. Is that a job level up as well for everybody? I think it is. That is Summoner level 2. Spellfencer level 6. You learn Magic Armor. Time Magic level 3 for Agnès. And Blind Immunity Support ability for Tiz, as well as level 3 Summoner. I thought we were going to be able to get that as well. We almost have Summoner level 4 as well, which I think is where I will stop on Summoner for him, because of the fact that there's no reason to get any higher. You got the Ranger Asterisk. Target the weak points of each enemy type. High accuracy and favors bows and daggers. The specialty is Hawkeye, and their job command is hunting. They have pretty all-around stats, a B in both, or in strength, dex, and agility, which means they're going to hit hard, and they're going to dodge a good amount of attacks and go first. However, they don't have a lot of HP or defenses. Their aptitudes are an S in bow and an S in daggers. So, just like previously, now we have a double dagger user or a bow user, just like the thief.
What? And toxic what's more? I'll work to spread the word. With luck, this lunacy will cease soon.
And we have a party chat. Her first bow. First bow. Is this what they call a bow? That's right. First time using one, Agnès? Yes, I have heard about them, but never had a chance to actually lay hands upon one. Would it be alright if I gave it a try over there? Equipping weapons suited to your job is very important. It has a major effect on your attack power, too. The knight's weapon of choice is the sword, the white mage is a staff, and the black mage is a rod. Agnès is back. What do you think of the bow? Well, I think perhaps I expected too much. It seems to me I could do better with my bare hands. That doesn't make any sense. The bow is a powerful weapon after all. I know. Show her by losing an arrow at that fence over there. All right, here goes. Bullseye. What was that stick-like object that flew from the bow? And what is an arrow? You're kidding, right? Ah, she tried hitting something with the bow. Very funny. So, if you've been following a natural stat growth, you might be inclined to give Ringabel here the Ranger ability. However, I've kind of made Ringabel my offensive mage, which I recommend having an offensive mage and a support mage. So he's technically the best one. I mean, you could have made it Edea at the very beginning. I just think Ringabel's a better fit than Edea, because Edea has a higher strength growth, and he has a higher int growth. So, as much as I'd love to make Tiz my spell fencer and make Edea the ranger, I have a plan for my next set of jobs as well, and so I don't really want to make him the spell fencer. I am curious why these say level 3 now. If I give this to him, is he an automatic level 3 white mage? Interesting. I'm not sure what's giving me those abilities, but that's pretty cool, I guess. We will go ahead and make him the ranger, meaning we don't really have anybody else to use fists. You can see I do like the way each character has like their own hood. Most of the other outfits are like pretty much the same, or it like slightly differs, you know, like maybe a different shawl right there. This one, the merchants kind of look the same across all of them. The ranger, they all are so very distinct, so very, very cool looking. They get a couple abilities. Targeting. Deal 1.25 times the damage of conventional attack. You just do that. You just deal 1 point. There's no drawback. You use MP, but that's about it. Bug Slayer does more damage to bugs. Plant Slayer does more damage to plant. Beast Slayer, beast. Aerial Slayer, aquatic slayer. If you figured it out, you can target every single grouping of characters individually and deal additional damage to them. I don't think you can do any... or was human one of the first ones? No. Human is the only one you can't just target. However, we have multi-burst here. This is the capstone ability. Unleash 4 physical attacks at randomly target enemies, dealing 0.6 damage times the damage of a conventional attack. You can get max BP and use this a ton and hit every single enemy a ton of times. It is very, very powerful. This is 4 attacks per BP. So that means you can do about, I think, either 12 or 16 attacks in a single turn. It's really, really cool. I don't know of how long I'll have him on this, but this is one of those ones that, honestly, pretty much both of your physical characters could utilize the effects that are here. So I'm very excited to give it a shot. And as much as I want to give him the daggers, I think it's time to finally use a bow. Unfortunately, I need to actually go grab a bow, though, so let's see if we can get one from... let's see who has a better one. Does my town have a better bow? We got the angel bow here. That is going to do 145 physical attack. Versus 121. So it is going to be better for to buy it from my town. But I'm kind of out of money, so... see what I can sell here. I was actually really hoping the tomahawk was going to be a... weapon I could use, the axe, but I guess it is not. Anything here I could sell for a lot of money? Elixirs? Ooh, I don't know if I want to sell elixirs, though. I'm really not using these. And I can just buy... no, I can't buy Tengu Sneezes yet. I'm just short. And I don't want to sell anything that's insane. But I think I'm going to need to sell, like... I don't want to sell the charms. I don't know if I can buy those. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to purchase. And here we go. The angel bow. We can pick that up and give it to Tiz. He now has the highest physical attack across all of my characters, so very excited to see what he can do now, and that is a new job under our belt. And so, we have a little bit more time left, so I think it's time we progress with the main story a little bit. Let's go ahead and come up to the end so we can rest and get all of our MP back. And so, the next place we want to go is just going to be right out here. We actually need to go back to Yuliana. He was the guy we talked to a few episodes back. But that cave I kept looking at over and over again and was like, why can't I do anything in this cave? That's how we're going to get back over there. So it was just waiting till now to actually introduce us to this. So let's go ahead and go on through. I'm really hoping there's no poison in this cave. We're going to head off to the left first to grab a quick treasure chest. Let's see what kind of new enemies we have here. I still have Miscellany, which is good. I don't really need to run anything else on him. I would like to eventually give Miscellany to anybody else, but right now he's the only person that doesn't really need it. I don't have no, and I don't want to use targeting just yet. So we'll just do some regular damage with Tiz. And we'll have her just go ahead and do normal attacks as well. This should get rid of this Grizzly. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, Tiz is doing 400 damage per attack now, as opposed to her 371. You can imagine if I gave him the fire element as well, or the spell fencer, he could put out some crazy damage. Right there we get a Ripper, which is a new dagger. Unfortunately, we're not using dagger at the moment. I wanted to try out the bow just because we haven't had a chance to actually use it yet. Go ahead and head down this way, where we'll have another chest right here. Wow, chompers? Okay. I'm a little worried they're all going to target me here, but only 600 HP, weak to lightning. I should be able to quit. What? What? Oh, please don't tell me these are a rare enemy that I should have just killed from the beginning. Like the metal slime type of enemies. No, why'd they run? Oh, 14 JP per. Yeah, they definitely are your high MP or high JP enemy. That would have been such good loot there. Let's go ahead and heal up Tiz's poison real quick. We get a remedy right there. Another chest right here for 1,000 peg. And then we're going to take the long way around here. There's actually two paths we can take, the northern path and the southern path. We're going to go the northern path first. Ooh, I don't like the dryads, like, at all. So let's examine the white Kate. And let's try to deal with these dryads. I'm going to just have her use her Fyra on her sword, and then stomp dryad, 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 and let's hope for the best here. We examine the Kate. Weak to water or dark. Still don't have any dark damage, though. Good damage. There it is. Anti-magic. Wow. It's just a white Kate. I can just kill with normal attacks here, right? Yes, I can. He is silenced, but I don't have... Curing a silence on him. He is the only person that's not affected by silence. That is a level up for both my ranger and my summoner. I also forgot to show off the new ability that she just got, Edea. So he got summoning level 3, not a big deal. I actually will probably go a little bit longer just to get these two leveled up. I just think it's going to be a little bit better. I do want to eventually get his Black Mage up to... Oh, it has to be level 7, huh, to use Fyra. Yeah, it's going to be a while before we can get that one. I do want to eventually get him up to that, though. We get magic armor. When using elemental sword magic, damage from the element in use is reduced for 4 turns. So, if I choose, like, a fire sword, then fire damage is going to have a reduced effect. Unfortunately, it's really cool, but it's not as usable as you might think. You basically would have to play a defensive position, because usually, if an enemy is weak to or is using fire damage, they are either immune or not weak to that fire damage. So, doesn't have too many uses. It's not terrible, but just doesn't have as many as you'd think it would have. We're going to cast Fire here, just because I think we'll be able to kill this Dryad relatively quickly, especially with Tiz destroying Grizzly. And there we go, one shot. For both those, we get the same amount of JP as we got from a single chomper, so I really wish I would have just targeted those choppers, and now I know for next time just to attack them with as much as we can. We're going to take this right path here, because we're going to have a chest here with a Nodachi. Unfortunately, I still do not have a class or a job that can use the katanas yet. Katanas and axes are the two I'm still missing out on. Go ahead and target the White Cape, because same thing, I do think Edea can just sword magic fire on herself, and then stomp the Dryads to death. Ooh, should have targeted a little bit better, because I'm hoping she doesn't target the Kate. That's fine. There we go. Her and Tiz combined right now put out so much damage, it's kind of insane. I'm really only using Agnès and Ringabel in boss fights, which is a little bit unfortunate, because that means we're not getting the, we're not getting their specials up in time, but not a big deal. Right here, we have an Ether. So, right up here, we have our very first summon. This summon is going to be a Water Sage. I'll explain how this works, but if you notice, I just said it's not that great to have that ability here. I'm actually going to switch Firewall out for Magic Armor, and I will show you why. Let's go ahead and jump into this fight. Well met, brave souls. You bear the qualifications. I am the Anchorite of Water, mouthpiece of Ziuzudra's sin. Withstand her assault, and her power shall be yours to command. Now have you the confidence to accept her furious might? Yes? No? Maybe? I do. But really? Alright, gosh then, show me the strength to stand firm. So, enemy gets first strike. All you have to do is survive these attacks. That's it.
You dumb... I told you to stand firm, not to...
We do get a time slip. But there you get the first strike again. And you can see we took the damage again.
You dumb...
Unfortunately, it does menu you. That means we have to run through this dungeon again. So, I wanted to show that off. We are right here, which is really good. But I always recommend you get these summons when you find them. So I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a second. Let me just clear out all these Kates real quick. Let's do stomps on the White Kate. Get a potion and a remedy. So, your best shot at surviving those attacks is a couple things. First, we're going to look at jobs. One of these jobs is going to have Abate Water. So we're going to look for it. I don't remember which one it is here. I think it's going to be either... It's not Spell Fencer. It's not Merchant. Is it... I knew it wasn't going to be Thief. Is it Black Mage? Well, that was Abate Fire. A level 7 White Mage has Abate Water. We're only level 5 White Mage. So that's your first thing you can do. Is get Abate Water. What it does is reduce damage taken from water attacks. It's pretty solid. Another thing you want to do is look at what gives you the highest mind. right now, it is still the white mage at a 36. I don't think there's anything that gets you any higher than a 36. I don't think anybody else can get higher than a 36. We will double check. I think it is on yes at a 36 as of right now. Yes, it is. So, again, there's a couple things you can do. You can come back if you want to. I don't like to do that because I'm going to forget about it. And by the time you can come back, you'll have to run through all this again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch on yes to a white mage here. I can go look at her abilities. It doesn't really matter, unfortunately. We'll give her probably time mage abilities here. Make sure she has the right stuff on. She does. Is there? I don't think I can give her anything to boost it either. What about white cape? You also have this ice charm here. Charm that suppresses water. Before I grind anything, we will give this setup right here a shot. Let's walk out, walk back in, just so we get that autosave. We'll run back down, pick up this chest, and let's go ahead and fight him one more time after we get through this. It's another grizzly, so honestly, let's just auto that one. Saves me just a little bit of time. Let's turn auto off. Let's give it one more shot. Before I grind abate water. Oh. It's not what I wanted to do. I want to give it a shot. Does she survive this? She does survive it with 284 HP.
Splendid.
And that's all you have to do. You just have to survive one attack. And then you can summon the ability. So now we have Ziu Sandra's Sin. Oh, you already have it? You got my hopes up for nothing. Go on, then shoot. Everyone does die. Like, that is a real death. So I'm actually going to... I get real dangerous here. The thing is, we know we can win this. What I'm going to do... I'm going to swap her stuff around again. What did I want to give her? I think no white cape, right? I'm going to change this to 50%. If I get lucky, I can make it to the adventurer who's just right over here without getting into a single fight. No, I got into one. Can I run from this? Oh, this sucks. I'm actually going to Quera everything because I want... This is going to really suck for everyone else who's not in this fight. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to kill these guys. They're just gonna run away. And that probably cost me that fight too, yeah. And then just run. You're kidding me. Did I just lose this? I mean, the good news is you saw another autosave go down. So while I get wiped out, the thing is, I don't want to waste 3 Phoenix Downs. I know it's money that we're gonna have a lot more of late game. But I don't want to waste it. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just right here. I'm getting another fight, which is fine. Grizzlies, can I run from this? Well, this actually might not be runnable. Hold on. They're weak to Earth, so Quera actually... This might kill. Hold on, let's see. Well... It might have been able to. I'm going to keep doing this till I make it back there, because I'm not going to use a Phoenix down. Well, guys, I made it here, but I had to cave. I had to bring Ringabel back. I mean, I was on that for like over 15 minutes, and it just kept giving me the double bear. And I was a time mage, and the bears are weak to earth, so I was doing Quera on them, but I kept killing only one. Maybe sometimes I wouldn't even kill either one, but I was only ever killing one. And so it wasn't dealing enough damage to kill both of them. I just needed a high roll, and I wasn't. So I had to bring him back just so he could use the summon exactly one time. I could have brought anybody back, but I used him and used the summon one time to kill all the enemies. Very unfortunate, but we did make it here with only one Phoenix down used, so I'm not too upset about it.
Oh, we're nearly through.
Good. That was a harder hike than I thought.
Wait! What is that?
Sigh. Why do the big ones always show up at the very end? Well, better get ready.
Right here we have the land turtle. We'll go ahead and examine it, and then have everyone else default like usual. Has a 15,000 HP. However, you just saw the biggest problem with this fight. It cast Reflect on itself, and now it's defaulting. So, it now will reflect any magical damage we try to throw at it. We're going to keep defaulting because I need him to use whatever this is. Reflect is gone now. So now we need to try and get the kill here. Let's go ahead and use targeting. It sucks that we don't have the thing that pierces it anymore, but that's fine. On yes, let's throw a cure at Tiz, and then let's go ahead and... I guess he's weak to water, so it's a little unfortunate, but I'll go ahead and summon Zeus-Rasin a bunch. And we're going to hope it goes first, because if it doesn't, you're going to see what Reflect does and how much this will, like, absolutely destroy us. Let's hope all my guys go before this stupid land turtle. At least she does, so that's 1,000 every hit. Well, that's really bad. I'm guessing you drew Sin here. Oh, thank God. It doesn't reflect the damage. Oh. I don't know if we're just getting through it or if this doesn't count as magic damage. I was so worried Reflect. And again, it might be specifically because it's a summon. I'll have to look up what Reflect does, because that's absolutely insane that we're not dead right now. Yeah, we'll go ahead and default a bunch, let him do his spin attack. Why does he keep targeting Tiz? What the heck? I need to, like, use all my heals on Tiz. He still has one more Reflect up. I wanted to slow him. Let's see if I can. We're gonna find out real quick what Reflect does. Okay, so it does reflect it back at me. I'm guessing because it's a summon, then it doesn't actually count, which is great. That's quite literally the best case scenario. I will kill here, so Ringabel can wait because Edea's stomps should get rid of this guy even without anything else. We're just going to hope the Reflect doesn't reflect all this damage back because she does have Blizzara on her sword. It goes through because it is still physical damage that's just doing blizzard damage or cold damage. 1200 XP and 120 JP. As a level up for Tiz, Ringabel on yes, and Edea. All of them are now level 27. We hit a level 3 Ranger and learned Plant Slayer. And nothing else, but Summoner is very, very close. We are trying to get Summoner up to at least a couple more levels. So that way we can stop grinding it for just a little bit. Until we get to at least the next full zone, which I think is where the next ability is. Oh, Yuliana. Oh, I forgot I still have this at 50%. I can keep it at 50% for a little bit. But Yuliana, tell me what you got.
My. Did you youngsters miss me already?
First, allow me to thank you again for your earlier aid. It allowed us to successfully awaken the Crystal of Wind.
I see. Yes, well, glad to hear I didn't work through the night in vain. Now, what brings you to me this time?
Which is why we need your help, Sage. No, allow me to call you Master. Master, the unparalleled glamour of your creations is the surest key to Agnès' victory.
Honestly, of all the reasons to bring you out here. Very well. Any one piece from my collection of 1,000 dresses strong is yours to take.
Oh, Master! Words cannot express the bounds of our thanks.
Oh, and you've got a vanity with cosmetics. How convenient. May I?
Help yourself. Use anything you like.
I feel like you two are starting to spiral out of hand. Remember why we are doing this.
Let us defer to them this once. They are more knowledgeable in such things than I.
Granted. But still.
What do you think? That's an especially popular design among my works.
I've never worn anything quite so extravagant.
Vito, it's all wrong. Too showy. The outfit drowns her out. The idea is to draw out her natural beauty, not hide it.
You're a stern critic, my dear.
Master, I fear this outfit lacks conviction. It's lukewarm. Have you anything hotter?
You're a brave man, Ringabel. Perhaps too brave. But yes, perhaps the time has come to loose the seal upon the forbidden Bravo Bikini. So extreme was it that every girl to try it on instantly and irrevocably hated me without exception.
Am I dreaming?
Oh, this might be a little ambitious, illegal.
Avert your gaze, Tiz. You aren't ready. It's too much temptation.
But if you did wear it, your victory would be assured. Such is its terrible power.
Then wear it I shall. I am prepared to make any sacrifice to find Olivia.
What courage! What noble spirit! Here then, take my greatest masterpiece.
Are you, sir, are you certain this is clothing?
It's clothing. All I say is clothing becomes clothing.
Yes, but it's the fabric. There isn't any. Are you certain?
You spoke of the strength of your determination, Vestal. Now, to action!
I did! But that was... This isn't... If I wore this, I'd catch my death of cold!
Does your talk of sacrifice ring hollow so soon, Agnès? I'll also mention that my journal states Agnès wore sexy clothes. It was awesome!
Agnès, he's lying. I saw his book earlier, and it said nothing of the sort.
A word of advice? Don't choose the clothes, child. Let the clothes choose you.
But...
All right, you two, that's enough. The poor girl's near her breaking point.
But what of victory? Don't you want to win?
No! I've said as much from the very beginning.
You've no desire to claim the title of most beautiful for your own?
Vestal is the only title I require.
If you don't want to wear it, don't wear it. It's not as if there's any rule that says entrants have to dress sexy in the first place.
There isn't? Then I don't... this is unacceptable!
You're certain? There's no way to change your mind?
Yes! And no!
And you, Tiz? You're a teenaged boy. Have you no blood in your veins?
I feel fine.
Unacceptable!
Here lie my dreams, broken.
Crushed before they ever lived.
Sex appeal is tricky. We haven't much time before the day of the festival. We ought to be returning to Florum.
Empty-handed, for all our troubles.
I blame myself for underestimating the beast that is sex appeal.
I'm not sure there's any cause for blame. And why try to tart you up or present you as someone you're not? I say show them you, as you are. I imagine Olivia is a lot more likely to recognize you that way, too. What if you... I don't know. Why don't you wear the Vestal garb?
From the right.
Or just wear a sash saying, I'm the Vestal, assassinate me!
But who around here knows about the Vestal garb? Us four, the Sage, Olivia... That's it. Plus, I think that dress looks very pretty on you, Agnès. I mean...
Me, as I am, as the Vestal of Wind. Thank you, Tiz. You are precisely right. I shall wear the Vestal garb for the festival.
I think that's the right choice.
Well, look at you, Tiz. You little charmer.
Oh, to be young and starry-eyed again. The Vestal garb is no less a masterpiece of mine than any other. It ought serve you well enough.
It will serve me exactly how I need it. And so, let's go ahead and exit. I just want to make sure there's not a cutscene as soon as we exit his house. There is not. Let's go ahead and go claim our village rewards. Looks like a high potion. Anything else I get set up here? Let's see. Weapons are still going. I guess everyone's already being used, so can't really do anything else. And so, with that, guys, I think this is a good place to wind things down. In the next episode, hate to spoil it already, but we will have more sub-scenarios to tackle. So, I will see you guys then.